Okay, so just a quick rundown of what we did today. So here's the worksheet. Remember we had 4 rows and 6 columns. All right, and if we were to count all of these tiles, of course, we would have 24. You can do that 4 times 6 is 24, or you could count all of these tiles, but you'd have the same answer either way, and that's the whole idea. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to split these into 2 different arrays. Okay, so I'm going to grab these tiles and select, whoops, no, that's not what I want to do. Get that out of our way, and I'm going to slide these tiles, like I said, down here. And I think what we did in class is we had 2 columns. So in other words, we are decomposing this number 6, the 6 columns, into 2 columns. Now notice we still have the same number of rows. Count them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 2 columns. All right, and then if I take my remaining tiles and move them down here, feel like I'm on a game show. Okay, and you're probably erasing me to the answer, but we can see that we're going to have 4 rows, right? And now we have 4 columns. Okay, now let's go down to the bottom here. Okay, we could count these tiles here in this array, or we can know that 4 times 2 is going to be 8, right? And then over here, we could take our 4 rows and our 4 columns and get 4 times 4, because this 4 represents how many columns there are up here, and we get 16, or we can just count them all. Okay, now let's put it all together. All right, this 4 times 6 represents that original array I have up here. All right, and we decomposed this 6 into 2 different arrays. We did one that had 2 columns. Remember that? And then the other one had 4. So this 2 and this 4 together add up to be our 6. That's where this came from. All right, and then over here they just want us to multiply it. The 4 times the 2, and then the 4 times the 4. So you would get the answer 8 plus 16, and that should give us a total of 24, which should be no surprise because we use the same number of tiles. Okay, so for your assignment, you were supposed to take and come up with your own array using 24 blocks. You could do the 4 by 6, or you could get creative and do, say, a 2 by 12 or an 8 by 3. It's really up to you. And if you want to just draw an array like this, I'm going to do the 3 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, didn't quite make it. No worries. We're just going to add to it. All right, so now I have 3 rows and 8 columns. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to decompose it into different arrays. And again, here's my 3 by my 8 again, should give me my 24. And then that's where we're going to go from there. Okay, so you get creative, you break this into whatever you want it to be, just as long as you keep the same number of rows, okay, and then you do a certain number of columns and a certain number of columns, and then plug that into your different equations here. All right, hopefully you find this helpful. Thank you.